but very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start.
U.S. President Donald Trump said on Monday that 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico will go into effect on Tuesday.
On the tariffs, is there any room left for Canada and Mexico to make a deal before midnight?
No room left for Mexico or for Canada. No, the tariffs, they're all set. They go into effect tomorrow.
U.S. stocks plunged after Trump said there was no room left for a deal that would avert the tariffs by halting the flow of fentanyl into the United States. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum on Monday told reporters, quote, "We maintained communication. We have made the agreements and the necessary coordination." But she said the decision to impose tariffs rested with Trump and said Mexico was ready with a Plan B, C, and D.
Plan C, Plan D.
Trump on Sunday lauded a decline in illegal border crossings last month in a post on Truth Social, claiming they were the lowest ever recorded. But Trump has cited insufficient progress in reducing fentanyl overdose deaths. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Sunday told reporters Canada should not be blamed for the amount of fentanyl in the U.S.
The facts establish very clearly that Canada is not an issue in terms of source of illegal fentanyl into the United States. We had about less than 1% when we first started talking about this many months ago. That number is significantly lower than that, even now.
Economists say that if Trump imposes 25% tariffs, which cover more than $900 billion worth of annual imports from Canada and Mexico, it would deal a serious setback to the highly integrated North American economy. They say tariffs would spark major increases in the prices of imports, such as aluminum and lumber from Canada, and fruits, vegetables, beer, and electronics from Mexico. But the largest sector by far to be affected by new tariffs would be autos and auto parts. Sheinbaum has said Trump's tariffs would cost 400,000 U.S. jobs and drive up prices for American consumers.
It's honestly kind of insane. Both countries profit so much from each other. We're at Peace Arch Park where the sign says, "May these gates never be closed again." We shouldn't be doing this again. We signed, we're partners. It's very frustrating because it's not a logical thing. It's really not. We're not afraid to stand up for what we think is right, and we're not afraid to tell people that we don't agree with something. Mm-hmm. We're not laying down our arms. We're not complying. Yeah. That's not the Canadian way. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think we're all, yes, very focused on, what's going on in the grocery stores and things like that, and the things that we're seeing in our day to day. But there's other stuff that's going on that I'm people really, really, really need to start paying attention and getting scared and getting angry. Because otherwise, I just don't know how.
The tariff situation and its effect on the domestic U.S. economy are really a bigger concern now that we have a more aggressive stance coming out of Washington. And that being said, the stagflation issue is rearing its head. And stagflation is quite simply a stagnant or if not rising, a stable inflation rate, but a declining economic base. And I expect these specific tariffs to be damaging to the economy while increasing the prices of goods and services. It means the economy is not expanding and it's contracting. Anytime economy contracts, that makes it harder for growth to happen throughout the economy. It makes it harder for workers to get paid higher wages. It makes it harder for people to engage in their consumerism. The stock market took this as a real negative. Obviously, they're looking at the growth prospects and the challenge for the U.S. economy, and they're pricing in that the companies within the U.S. are going to have a harder time being profitable, productive, and otherwise staying the course with regard to what might have been the opportunity prior to the tariffs taking place. So the stock market definitively took this as a negative, and I think the bond market follows suit as well.